Welcome to our series, Driving Public Sector Innovation, where we look at how public sector agencies are unleashing AI-powered database solutions to drive innovation, improve agency operations, and deliver more effective services securely. I'm Wyatt Cash with Scoop News Group, and here to talk about how AI applications and the cloud and scalable databases are helping to empower agencies is Bakari Dale, Business Mission Area Data Officer and Senior Advisor for Data Science and AI at the U.S. Army. Bakari, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to the program. And I'd like to start by asking, how are advances in AI and in particular database technologies that underlie them, as well as cloud computing, how is that making a difference in enhancing your organization's operations or services?
Hey, Wyatt. First, thanks for having me here, and thanks for the introduction. As you stated, I am the Army's Business Mission Area Data Officer and Senior Advisor for Data Science and AI. What's important to understand about how AI is helping the Army is to understand where my role sits at in the Army. So, as I stated earlier, I'm the BMA Data Officer, and everyone knows that AI is really hungry for data, right? And so, if AI needs quality data, how do I get that to the warfighter, the data warrior, to help make sound decisions for that senior leader or that decision maker? And so what we're using is tools such as Azure, which we have an umbrella platform called C Army. C Army is where we keep all of our data so that folks can leverage the ICAM solution to get access to that data to do great things for the Army. One of the AI technologies that we're using, actually, I'm going to say two of them, right? One of them is Data Robot. That's a fairly new technology where we apply machine learning to data that we ingest. We have a program called Deep Green. Deep Green is the Army's Data Science and AI Challenge. And what we've done over the last 3 to 4 years is build out that capability to train soldiers and civilians in data science and AI. Leveraging that platform, Data Robot, our first competition, we built out a ULO model, which is a unliquidated obligations model, where we were able to identify hundreds of millions of dollars that were not being de-obligated appropriately, and we were able to identify those resources, de-obligate them, and recoup them and use them for other warfighting capabilities or needs across the Army. The year after that, we leveraged Data Robot and the SUNNet program from the CDAO to work on a logistics problem that was associated with the Bradley fighting vehicle. What we were doing was taking in data from the vehicle to figure out what are the maintenance cycles of that vehicle and how can we improve that capability. And we came up with a readiness model that allowed us to predict full mission capable rates of that vehicle. And then last year, we leveraged a platform called H2O AI. And that was a unique platform because it's very powerful, and we were able to dive deep into deep learning when it comes to AI. And we leveraged, the SUNNet program, and we worked with the CDAO office with the OSD. We worked with the Army C2 AI Center to build out the Deep Green Challenge, where we were using that tool for computer vision and LiDAR technology for our autonomous vehicles to go off and do great things for the warfighter. So we're leveraging a lot of AI technologies in the Army to drive forward.
Thank you for those examples. In light of that, I guess I'm going to ask next, what kinds of challenges are on the horizon right now that your organization is facing, where you see AI and database technologies and these new capabilities being able to help? What's next on your hit list there, if you will?
All right. Excellent question. So some of the challenges that we're seeing, and I'm going to align this to the data side of the house. I'm seeing how we're having to face large amounts of data, having access to that large volume of data, and aligning the appropriate identification, access, and monitoring of that data. Also, being able to get real-time data feeds so that the the analysts, the data scientists can go off and do great things. When I look at having um, real-time data, if I was able to leverage tools such as Data Robot, H2O, um, some of the customer service tools like Salesforce, or I'll be able to help with predictions or predictive analytics for the Army, and being able to help shape and guide the decision making process a lot quicker.
And then can you point to any operational improvements that you've been able to see, outcomes that have improved, if you will, as an example of how these technologies are really helping your organization?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Um, so within the business missionary data office, we have what we call domains. And each domain has a data store. So if I go through the 8 domains that we have logistics, training and readiness, acquisition, installations, legal, medical, human resources, and I'm missing one, but I apologize. I'll get that back to you. If I focus on one of those, or actually any one of those, I would look at financial management, right? Financial management leverages tools such as UiPath, which is a robotics process automation tool or intelligent automation tool. And it's helping to reduce the workload of the financial manager. Um, I believe we have about 75 active automations deployed right now, and they save approximately 110 to 120 man hours per year. Um, Saving those man hours allow us to focus on some of those other more complex topics. And I believe this year we're going to be focusing on audit.
And then when you think of kind of your end users, the war fighters, if you will, can you talk about how these capabilities are empowering them or helping them do their job better as a result of deploying some of this technology?
Absolutely. Whether we're talking about HR, whether we're talking about installations or um, human resource, anytime that we're able to leverage some type of automation or AI capability that helps reduce the workload, allows that individual to go back and think about other more pressing um, tasks instead of dealing with the mundane work that you normally have to deal with. It helps the warfighter. I mean, if I had to just code or input data all day versus using a automating tool, um, waste a lot of time. We're waste a lot of taxpayers' money. So leveraging intelligent automation and AI to help reduce the workload is very helpful for the soldier or the civilian leveraging that capability.
Absolutely. Appreciate your example about the automation. Lastly, can you talk about where else good database technologies, AI is helping beyond automation, perhaps to improve security, maybe speed up agile development or provide advanced analytics to really improve overall resiliency?
So um, when I look at database security, we have within the BMA several defense business systems, such as IPSA, LMP, Army, and a lot of those types of capabilities use Oracle databases, and those databases are continuously modernized to help the soldier or the civilian that needs that information get it in a faster, more optimized process. And so a lot of the database technologies that we're focusing on um, will affect the future. And what I mean by the future is that we have a platform that we're working on called EBSC, Enterprise Business Systems Convergence, where we're trying to ensure that we get the architecture right of the systems, the databases, and everything so that we can operate in a better scenario in the future and at a lower cost.
Absolutely. Well, Bakari Dale, hey, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to join us and share some of the things that you're working on at the U.S. Army, and in particular, how database technologies are enhancing your overall operations there. So thank you so much for being with us.
Hey, thank you, Wyatt, for inviting me.
Appreciate it.